Hey guys, Ellie Showstack here. Hope you are doing well. This thought just came to me because it just happened, so I figured I might as well share it with all of you. So for those of you who do not know, I work with singles, those who are divorced, those who have been to therapists for years and haven't seen the results that they would like to get when it comes to getting into and maintaining a healthy, loving relationship. So I woke up this morning and I saw that there was somebody who had liked a lot of my posts recently. So I reached out to him and I said, I'm just curious. Yeah, I'm glad that you like my, and he said, keep up the inspiration. I said, okay. So I had just picked up my son from school and I told him, well, there's someone who complimented me that I inspire him. So he's like, why? I said, oh, that's a good question. So I might as well ask him, right? So I get back online and I look at one of my posts on my business page, and it was talking about how when a person is single or divorced, they can. It was basically one of my ideas about getting into a healthy relationship. So the person writes, "F this shit, okay? Let single people be single!" Exclamation point! Exclamation point! I'm like, okay. And right at that moment, I had been asking this guy, I'm just curious, like, why do I inspire you? So these were his exact words. I just gotta like share them with you. I mean, it just shows you how like perspective is so interesting, how two people can view the same thing and have the complete opposite way of viewing things. So he writes, well, you can tell your son the reason why you inspire me is because you're making a difference in the world among singles and divorced individuals who want to be in love again, who want to be happy again, right? So I said to him, I said, I got to tell you, but at the exact time, okay, at the exact time that you were telling me how I inspire you, this lady writes "F this shit" on my wall and let us be single, like as if I'm walking around going, you can't be single and you can't be single and you have to, kind of nuts. But I think that like what's really important to keep in mind is that when you have a way of viewing the world, right, and you are wanting to get into a relationship with someone, this is something that singles and those who are trying to get into the dating world are struggling with day in and day out, is their perspective of the world of dating, right? And when you go into that world with your perspective of being a certain way, what you need to understand is that your perspective might not be, I don't want to say healthy or unhealthy. I mean, it very well may be unhealthy, but usually it's not like so unhealthy or too much like to the healthy side. Usually it's kind of like we're all kind of gray. I'm wearing gray today, right? We're all in that zone. And what you need to really focus in on is you need to be aware that perhaps, okay, just perhaps, your perspective may be wrong on certain things. And when you are able to do that, you become much more open to relationships and people in general and humans in general, right? So when you go ahead and you have this way of viewing things, right? Like any person who advertises on Facebook is, a scam artist, right? Anyone who uses Tinder is only in it for sex. Anyone who, if you come up with these judgments about the world, right? and you share them with others, that this is the way the world works, you need to understand that that perspective is going to be brought into your dating life and into your relationships, and very well might deter you from getting into and being in something healthy. Okay, and that really is my life's passion. So it's like funny because I was I talked to singles all day, and learning about their struggles and seeing if they're a good fit for my program, and it's just interesting how certain people can take one sentence that you say and view it as like, you've changed my life by what you've said, and another person will look at it and say, ah, you're full of crap, right? And I get it, because the people who say, oh, you're full of crap, or they've been hurt so much, right? Like that lady who writes on my wall, like, F this shit, don't advertise, let us be single. You know, where that really is coming from, you know, someone who expresses themselves in that way publicly is someone who's hurt, and someone who has been putting boxes around themselves to protect themselves from pain, right? Because we all want to be with other people. We all want to relate to someone in a deep, healthy way. We all want to love people. We all want, the idea is that you are a product, and your actions and consequences are a product of the way that you have a perspective on things. So if you learn to be more open with who you are as an individual, and you learn to have more of an open perspective, you will become more successful in your relationships. So if you have any more questions for me or insights, hey, I got big shoulders, starting to work out again, so you can say what you'd like. But I really do want to give a thank you to Aaron, who reached out and said that I inspire him. And I hope to continue to inspire many people for many, many years, because I love seeing when a person is able to really be themselves and be who they are, and attached to their essence, and to be able to connect to another person's essence. It's just, you know, I tell people all the time, like, my goal before I leave this earth is to get 1 million people into loving, healthy, loving relationships before I leave this earth. And I'm getting there. We have about 30 long-term relationships that have been created with my programs. And this past year, we have 6 long-term relationships. And right now, people who are going through my Find the Right One program, all of them have said that their attitude towards dating has improved tremendously, and they're enjoying it much more. And a few relationships have sprouted in the past week or so, so it's quite exciting. So if you want to learn more about the program, go ahead and message me, and have an awesome day. Continue to be you.